Hey guys, so I recently found out that Howard put out a music test which tells you that how good a musician you are. That's what tests do. And obviously, I don't think we need to discuss this or debate this. I am the best musician that India has produced ever. Period. Lata Mangeshkar, Sky Haber, Parikrama, Venu Malesh and Tahir Shah, just about better than them. Bhinchak Pooja, I aspire to be better than her, and I am sure I am better than her because I'm the best musician that India has ever produced. Period. So let's see what the Harvard test has to offer. The music lab. Oh shit, I've got to read. This experiment is being conducted by the researchers at Harvard University. Before you decide to participate, please read the following information. We study how the mind works. Fancy. Especially in this research, we are investigating how people make sense of music they hear. We will play you some sounds. You can use speakers or headphones. We will ask you questions about what you hear. The experiment takes at least 20 minutes. Well, you know what? That's redundant because I need 30 seconds to prove that I am the best musician that India has ever produced. Period. Let's listen to some of my top class South Indian singing skills because I am an established singer in Telugu cinema, of course. Your participation in this research is completely voluntary. You can end your participation at any time without penalty. Your participation is completely anonymous, but you will find out that it's me because I took the test and I'll get 100% because I'm the best musician that India has ever produced. Period. Let's do this. How much I enjoy music? A fair bit, yeah. I enjoy music quite a lot. How good do you think your music listening skills are? Well, I'm the best musician. Music listening skills aren't that bad. I'll say about here. I don't know if this is a weird low-key ego. Yeah, there. Let's go there. Do you have a heavy hearing impairment? No. I mean, yes, because I'm the best musician that's ever lived. The other music just sounds shit to me, which is not mine. But I'm gonna go with no because for normal people, it technically don't. When you're singing, can you tell if you're out of tune or off key? Well, yes, but I'm never out of tune or off key. Tell us about the place where you are playing this game. In a very noisy place. No, I'm in if some people know where I live, they'll say I'm in a very noisy place. In this game, you'll take part in 3 short tests of your musical ability. Apparently, I can't read. Each of the 3 tests is separate from one another and is about a different musical ability. Beat perception, tuning perception, and melodic discrimination. This test is about hearing melodies in music. For each question on this test, you will hear the same tune 3 times. But one of the tunes will be the odd one out. Your job is to choose the odd one out. 1 and 2 were the same. I mean, they're probably just warming me up with this, so I don't know what I'm taking. Yeah, so that note was different. Karthik. 3 was the odd note. Oh, Chris. Just got really long. I guess one's the odd one out. Oh, cool. Are you ready to continue or would you like to do the practice? Oh, those were the practice questions. Screw this shit. I am ready to continue. Now we'll begin the main text. We will play you 11 questions like the ones you've just read. Don't worry if you find the questions difficult. If you aren't sure of the answer, it's always okay to make a guess. In fact, most people do best on this test when they don't think too hard about their answers and just follow their intuitions. So clearly we saw that I'll be concentrating too much. So if I'm not saying a lot, that's probably why. 1 and 2 are obviously different. 1's the odd one out. I'd like to hope so. 1 and 2 are the same. So third one's the odd one out. Yeah, so that's the odd one out. Also clearly, as soon as I hit the answer, the next question just starts. So again, if I'm not saying much, that's probably why. 3's the odd one out. I think those were the same. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, that was pretty obvious, but these are really long, so they're also weirdly testing how well you can remember melodies rather than seeing how different they are. So I guess that has something to do with this. So 2 and 3 are definitely different, but I think 1 and 2 are different. I don't remember 1 and 3 respectively, but I'm gonna say 2 is the odd one out. And if 2 is the odd one out, I think the trick is just to find one difference from 1 and 2 and just stick to that difference. And if you can hear the same thing in 3 once, the odd one out. If you don't hear it, you get the point. 2 is different. Not too sure. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I don't remember. That's the problem. These are just too long for them to be practical. Please, I think it's 2, but I'm leaning towards 3. I'm gonna go with 3. I think that was different from 2. I'm not sure. That was different from 2, so I'm gonna guess 2 is the odd one out. Please tell me 2 is the odd one out. God damn it! On each question, we'll play you 2 examples of music. Each example will have a beep track playing along with the music. Your job is to tell us which of the examples has the beeps that are the most on the beat. Sometimes it'll be very hard to tell. Oh shit. Randomly transformed into some movie where the buildings are collapsing or something. In this music, the beeps are on the beat? What? Yeah, I guess I kinda get it. On each question, you will hear the same music played twice. Thank you. Your job is to choose which music had beeps that were most on the beat. Let's thank you. One was on the beat. Thank you. That didn't seem like 4, the background music. So, does that mean they're gonna throw some weird stuff at me? The second one seemed cool. It's gonna get interesting if they're not just throwing straight 4 examples. So this is gonna be tricky, a lot trickier than I thought. But it's not gonna matter, because I'm the best musician that India has ever produced, period. Why do I keep doing that? Yeah, so the second one seems more on time. I just have one simple trick. All I'm going to do is I'm going to move my hand as though I'm playing a hi-hat. So basically the shaft and the tip. If that feels like it's on time, I'm just going to go with that. I think the second... Oh shit, I don't remember. I think it was the second one. That was the one. Again, they're so close. Holy shit. Guess the second one. So this is interesting because now there's supposedly no beat. I'm gonna think it's the second one because it just felt more on... No, I think it was the first. I'm gonna think it was the first one because it just felt more on time. I'm gonna go with the second one. It was the first one. It seemed a little early. Yeah, so the beep and the snare, the 2 and 4 are aligning perfectly. So not gonna select the first one. I think it was the first one, but I genuinely could not tell. I feel as though it was the first one, but I genuinely cannot tell. See, it's getting really tricky. This test is about hearing tuning in music. For each question on this test, you will hear 2 examples of the same music. Your job is to choose the example where the singer is more out of tune. It's a good song. It's going to be interesting because I think here it's going to be one of those things that in some genres, say indie for example, even if you're a little flat, it sounds good. It's the sound. Even if you're a little pitchy here and there, it's the sound. It's going to be hard to find out what sounds better but what's more correct, unless they're going to tune the crap out of it. But I don't even remember what the right option was. It's going to be fun. I mean, I'm excited.
Like many men, I can
clearly pitchy.
Like many men I can behave.
Yeah, so one was more out of tune. So far it seems pretty straightforward, but I guess they're just warming you up to it. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yes, two is more out of tune. That was a really cool effect, how the way they just the A's spread out from mono to stereo. That was really cool. Two is more out of tune.
I know your voice. I hear it from the depths of
Sounds good.
the void. I know your voice.
Two is more out of tune so far.
I hear it from the depths
Two is more out of tune.
of the void.
So far, it just seems like they're auto-tuning them out of tune. It just seems like they're tuning them and changing them apart. Now, I don't know if it's me, but this one's really hard. This one's really difficult. I don't know, the second one sounded more fixed. So I'm going to go with the first one. Also, just to be clear, I sound like someone who knows a lot about music, but I don't. I'm quite bad at singing and just okay at music in general. The second one sounded more fixed, so I think the first one was out of tune. Or I'm just going crazy at this point again, and I've just lost track of everything. See, I'm going crazy. See, this is reaching that weird indie thing that I was talking about. I like the second one more. But now I don't know if that was necessarily more pitchy or more in tune than the first one. I like the second. I'm just going to go with this. I like the second one more, so I'm going to say the first one was out of tune.
You say, oh, what if she loves you? She might be thinking of you. Wants you around anyway. You say, oh, what if she loves you? She might be thinking of you. Wants you around anyway.
The second one's more in tune. The second one's definitely more in tune. You completed the tuning perception test. We just have a few more questions for you before we compute your score. Have you ever experienced chills or... Yeah, definitely. Sometimes, definitely. When you were little, how often did your parents sing to you? Quite a lot. At least 2 to 3 times a day. At least. Think of your skill at making music using a musical instrument or singing. How would you rate your own skill? I'm an expert because I'm the best musician that the south of India or India has ever produced. I have some skill. How much time do you spend listening to music? A lot. Definitely at least 1 to 2 hours minimum. Our estimate of your musical IQ is 117. You did better than 87.15%. Why am I not happy about that? So on melodic discrimination, it looks like I was quite high. All jokes aside, I thought rhythm was my strongest part, but apparently not. Beat alignment was fun and it was tricky. It was really tricky. However, this is not a valid test. I mean, it's made by Harvard. Now, if IIT comes up with a test, then I'll be serious about it. Then I will actually bring my A game on because I am the best musician that India has ever produced, and the best musician that India has ever produced can only get 100 out of 100. Here I got 117. The IIT test I'll get 185. Of course, that's what I'll get. I'll get 15 more than the maximum score because I'm the best musician that India has ever produced. How many times will I say that? I have no idea. Here's a counter of how many times I've said that. This is probably one of the most serious videos I've done on this channel, and if you want me to do something like this, exploring some stuff and just do something interesting for a change, let me know. I know only my friends watch these videos, so just send me a message and I'll do that, or you can comment down below. So till next time, I am Mamidala. Subscribe for new videos every Friday. And I'm the best musician that India has ever produced. Period.